Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another episode of a talk about fibromyalgia. This is Avion Murphy. It is in the wee this morning here, and I've posted a few videos about how to overcome the symptoms of fibromyalgia and live a life that is productive and has a good quality of life. And I'm just waking up this morning, so I wanted to give everybody the flip side of fibromyalgia, because I think in the last two videos I've sounded kind of sunny and giving everybody hope, and it may have felt realistic, or it may have felt as if I didn't really have fibromyalgia. For those of you who have fibromyalgia, you might be in a different situation than I. So a lot of people I know with fibromyalgia are on disability and unable to work and medicated and are not as optimistic as I. So I wanted to share the other side of it for you. And most of you who know me may not even know this, because when I'm asked how I am, I'm fine. Everybody's fine, right? We're all fine. We're all fine, because it takes too much energy to talk about it and to explain all the symptoms. But yesterday, one of my friends asked me, on a scale of 0 to 10, what is your pain level, at night, or when you wake up in the morning, or when I'm bedridden, what's your level of pain and discomfort versus when I'm functioning? Excuse me. So I'm going to describe in detail, not because I'm having a pity party or because I want anybody to feel sorry for me or whatever, but just because I want to tell you the other side of it, so that you know that it's real, and maybe to lend a little more authenticity to what my messages are about hope and about overcoming and about transcending the symptoms and all the effort that goes into what a fibromyalgia sufferer has to go through just to get through a day. Okay, so I'm going to go head to toe with you. And again, this is not to garner pity, just to explain what I have to deal with in the morning, and to get to the place where I can get out in the world and have a job and take care of things and take care of business. Okay, so you're looking at my little space heater that my dad gave me, which I keep near the bed, and that is an essential for the temperature fluctuations that happen in the body. So I'm shivering right now, but I have the space heater on, and that'll pass. So if that's what you're hearing in my voice, it's just a shiver. Okay, so from head to toe. Usually when fibromyalgia hits me, before I'm having a flare-up, I have a pain in the right side of my head, and lately it's been moving to just being the left side of my head, but I have a pain in the right side of my head, and it runs down from, the cranium down through my ear, my right ear, and into my jaw. I'm having some symptoms of that today. I would say it's maybe a 5 out of a 10. Both of my ears itch and they hurt. I'm congested. You can hear that in my voice. I'm congested. I cough. I have a very phlegmy cough in the morning. And let's see, I'm going to move down through. Yeah, I'm still shivering. Doesn't matter how I sleep. I have pain in my back and both shoulders. I have pain in my neck and pain in my shoulder, my right shoulder, from a car accident that I had a couple of years ago, but that's not fibromyalgia. Holding the phone right now in my left hand, it feels like it's about 10 pounds. So I have pain in my hands, all my joints in my hands, both hands. I cannot bend my right hand. The swelling in my joints does not permit me to bend, close my hand into a fist. So, and they're swollen like sausages, and it takes a little while for that to go down. I have, going down my back, I have pain in my spine. And I explained this to a friend yesterday, Sarah, that if I had to describe this to a doctor, I would say that I have pain on a cellular level, or that my marrow hurts. And I don't know how else to define that or describe it to someone who doesn't have that pain. I don't know if there's such a thing as marrow pain, but the pain is on a cellular level or coming from my marrow. So all of my bones ache. It seems down to the marrow. Excuse me. Let's see. My hips are stiff, so I've been up 3 times. In the middle of the night, I was three times to use the bathroom, but my hips feel like they're locked, and I have to do exercises in the bed in the morning to get them unlocked so that I can stand up. Hey, everything's good. Hey, my quads are good and my knees are good. I have cramps in my calves and in my shins. And then working into my ankles. My ankles are stiff, and the bones in my feet feel like they're all broken. So when you walk with this pain, I learned early on that fibromyalgia can affect us all differently. But for me, one of the sure signs was that my feet felt like every bone was broken. And when I fought against it, I decided I was going to start walking again. I have a dog, and I got a dog, and so I had to walk the dog at least 3 times a day, and I decided that I was going to walk the dog and push through the pain, and it felt like all my bones in my feet were broken. So not being a baby, just being real. I'm just being real with you. That's what it felt like. So I do wake up with that in the morning. It feels like my hands are stiff, and I can't move them, and my bones are broken in my feet. So that's what I deal with. I think I'm good. I think that's it. I think that's a good head-to-toe rundown of the pain and what I have to overcome. So what I'll do now is, excuse me, I'll start my exercises. I do gentle yoga. Not professional, believe me. It is not professional. It's just yoga stretches in bed. I draw my knees up to my chest and press in gently for a minute or so on each leg. That's to get things working. And then I do Pilates. Again, just really novice, but I do Pilates, and I start working out my legs and getting my hips limber, my hips limber, and then I can hit the floor and I can start moving around and start my day. Okay, in future videos, we're going to talk about different aspects of fibromyalgia, but I wanted this to be a reality check for you all. If you're starting to listen to these transmissions and watch this page, I'm going to have we're going to talk about different aspects of fibromyalgia. This is the reality of someone who is functioning during the day. Many, many people have commented to me that when you look at me, you would never, ever think that this is what goes on in my life. And I've gotten to the point where I think I've got such a handle on it that sometimes, just for a little while, I think I'm normal. But I thought it was important to tell everybody. And I think this message must be for somebody, because I felt very prompted to tell you that it is still very real. And we don't get rid of it. We just manage it. And this is my level of management, and I needed to share that with you, and I wanted to give you hope that, I'm going to get up today, and then it's a Saturday. I have a job that I do, and sometimes I work on Saturdays, and I have a million things to do. My list is a million items long that I have to do, and anxiety and stress creeps in throughout the day because of my workload, but we're going to get through that too. So I wish you a blessed day, evening, night, wherever you are. I just want you to know that there's hope. We can have a good quality of life. Have faith. Say your prayers. Reach out. Ask for help if it helps. Don't tell anybody if it doesn't help. Don't tell anybody about this. Keep it a secret if you must, because sometimes it just takes too much to explain.